Last time on Magic and Steele.
And you hear it.
Oh, I can't bear to look.
Oh no! Anyone else making their way over to the...
Making my way down the cave.
No.
Maybe he's right. Maybe there is nothing in here but fat between these ears.
Oh my god, no! Just see a light at the end of the tunnel. You don't
Don't go into the light.
hear anything. Carolyn! Everyone else can make a perception check now.
No.
Triggered.
You remember? Titan's my trigger word.
Be my chop.
Be my chop.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another edition of A Quest for Magic and Steele. Brought to you by the SteeleEmpire. That's SteeleE. Don't forget the last E for entertainment. So just to remind you that this is an ongoing episodic journey. So if this is your first show you're listening to, you may want to go all the way back to the very beginning of Season 1 to get to know our characters and come along for the ride. It'll be much more enjoyable. If you just rather jump in right now, good luck to you trying to figure out what's going on. But you're welcome to do that.
Now, you were just in that room with the pool of water and the bones. Something brushed up on your leg or grabbed your leg, and then you ran and darted out of the only other door, and everyone else followed. Now, when you enter this room, Nunu's kind of, are you saying anything as you're running away? Nope, 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 nope.
Did you see that? That thing almost got me. I don't know what it was. Did anybody see it? Anybody else see it?
Nobody else saw it.
Hello? I'm running. They're all just... Then why are they running after me, following me?
Because I got scared because you started running.
Ah!
Sounded like Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah, that puppet guy.
Aren't they all puppet guys? Oh, Gonzo?
Gonzo.
He's an alien, guys. Did you know that?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't see the movie about Gonzo?
I don't remember.
No.
I did
He's
not
an
see the
alien.
movie.
He has his own movie?
He has his own people in
Yeah.
space.
Shut up.
It's called Gonzo
He's
something.
He's like
I forget.
Squidward because of his nose. Okay.
Squidward.
The doorway that you entered it just leads into like a tunneling hallway. It seems like it goes on for a while. It's just once you finally start to see some type of light. It's not like a normal fire or any natural light that you would normally see. It's actually like glowing. You see different colors too, kind of like pink or red or blue, maybe some green and yellowish, like sparkling kind of stuff coming from that one direction. And as Nunu, roll a wisdom save.
It's probably treasure.
5.
You feel something scratching on the back of your head, trying to like speak to you.
Oh, you didn't have to help with fight the monster.
Stelle?
Okay.
Who is that? Did anybody else hear that? Connor?
I think you have a very unhealthy obsession.
I think you're
with this
going a
dead
little
pixie.
crazy.
So you hear that before you enter this glowing atmosphere. You finally break into, I guess, the entrance. There's no breaking of it, doors or anything. But you finally enter into a big room and you see all of these glowing objects. There's like basically crystals or glowing flowers and weird looking mushrooms that are actually glowing as well. It's just a big room that has a bunch of different glowing things. You hear a slight tink, 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 tink going on.
Tink, tink.
Yeah. Tink, tink.
Oh, look at the glowing mushrooms. Geb would love this room. Oh, my. I wonder what he's doing right now. Oh, well. So, onward.
So everyone roll a perception and
14.
12.
17.
17 for me.
22.
so you all notice a figure crouched down by some type of glowing thing and picking away at the rock trying to get it out of there. You also notice them and hear them coming in, but you just...
Visitors! Welcome to my cave of wonders. Wait a minute. You smell familiar.
What? We do hear him?
Mhm.
Oh.
You see him too.
Copperpot!
Oh.
How are you?
Nice to meet you, madam. What's your name?
It's me, Nunu. How have you
What's
been?
new?
You're such a joy. Captain Weirbeard, remember this one that loved climbing in your beard?
Don't get my beard.
It's so soft
Don't touch
and
my beard.
roomy. He spreads it apart and looks inside.
It's where I keep all my valuables.
It's like the tent from Harry Potter.
Yes. Yes. How did you get ahead of us in here?
Well, I saw myself a winged, fluttering creature, and it said, follow me to a cave of wonders. And so I did, and here I am. And there is just so many lovely ingredients for me to make massive bombs of destruction.
Anali, do you have anything to say about this weird little... What are you?
I'm a gnome.
A gnome. Another gnome.
2
A
gnomes.
crazy looking gnome. It's a weird, small looking gnome that is crazy looking. And he just has
I
weird
remember
things to
him.
say.
His eyes are facing 2 different directions. You can count on your hands how many teeth he has.
So that's the gnome,
That's
if you
great.
want to say anything about him.
Yeah.
Or-
Hey, how's it going?
Well, howdy, miss.
As he licks his
Wait,
thumb
what?
and
What race are you again?
elf.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. Aren't you a tall glass of water? And I am just parched. Ding. Give you a toothy smile.
Okay.
Missing a couple.
I guess you don't remember us having our meeting at the inn.
Well, I don't remember much these days. My mind's been gone for 30-odd years. Yeah. And what? And who is this stolen-looking fella? How's the weather up there? I'm gonna climb onto your shoulder.
Oh, snap. He just said I'm taller than him.
I can see my house from here. Oh, look, there it is. Scamper down, and I go back to my mushrooms.
Okay. So you guys found this copper pot, and you do remember him seeing him at some point in your adventures. Beginnings.
He was there when we were meeting in the tavern.
Very beginning.
Yep.
And then he got whisked away by a glowy, fluttery thing.
Yeah. So he also doesn't remember that when he got into this cave with the glowing, fluttering thing, the glowing, fluttering thing actually just disappeared or was captured.
Well, time to make this my new home. Lifts off the pack. I moved in.
He kind of like put like a stake, or I was thinking like peeing on the ground like as their property.
Ew. Ew.
Marking his territory.
I don't want to see
That's
that.
what, that's like literally just
Yeah.
came to my head.
Well,
when you
just
said
that
Time to
leg.
make it mine.
Nope.
Mhm.
I turn around. I
You
don't
get
look.
this disgusting smell that wafts up into your nostril.
And anyone want to examine any of the items here, crystals or whatnot?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
mushrooms.
you guys all go up to the wall. So you make your way up towards the walls and look at different colored glowing items here and there. Connor, roll a investigation. You look at a flower that is green, and it has kind of like these weird yellow, fuzzy, what looks like it would have pollen or something on it coming out of it. But it's emitting like a weird yellow powder around it. It's just kind of floating around the flower. But the flower itself that's green is glowing. And as you look at it further, you don't touch it with your hands, but you take out like a small knife that you have or your dagger, and you kind of poke at it. And as you poke at one of the sides, the yellow cloud goes like poofs a little bit bigger. As you continue to examine it, you notice that it actually started to coat your blade with a yellow substance, that it goes on your blade as powder, but then it looks like it almost absorbs into the blade itself. Now, you don't see it, but your blade has a slight yellow tint. Like, you don't see anything else on it, but it has a slight yellow tint on it. And once you just kind of like test out the blade itself now and stab a little bit of a stone, and it actually turns like a slight blackish brown color on that little part that you stabbed it into. And you...
Do I know what this plant is from spending time here?
Yes, you know that plant, you don't know the name of it. The pollen that it has coats, it actually absorbs into metals.
It's
or
attracted to metal.
Yeah, so it doesn't, you've gone to it and like tried to touch it, but it actually like kind of pushes away from you. When your skin gets close to it, the pollen kind of absorbs into metal, and you know that it has like a poison property.
So, do I see any of this happening?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a stealth to see if he hears me walk up to
Okay.
him.
You want to roll deception? Aw.
Aw.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I said all for him. So I walk up and I just kind of peer over his shoulder and go, well, that's a good one you found there.
Yeah.
You have like a dream?
A little cartwheel over in front of him. Ta-da! You certainly have an eye for poison. You're a boy after
poke
my
him with
own
it.
heart.
Poke him with
Yeah.
it?
Poke him
Poke
with
me
it.
with a poison blade?
I don't know. It's poisoned.
He just told you. Rolodex.
I don't listen to anything he said.
You're focusing too much on the blade, and you like put it in his direction, but like you're on the blade focus, not really on where his body is. So your perception and
And I maneuver out of the way and go, whoa there, partner. You better be careful
sideways
with
like a C.
that. You better be careful with that. And then I grab his collar and be like, it's a deadly poison.
You get a +2 to damage for this weapon.
That's not even
Careful you don't smell it, though. You could lose your sense of smell.
Now,
The fourth
Nanali, roll a investigation. 10.
I hope I get to do something like that for like each person here.
Oh, you do.
Oh, good.
You go up to what looks like a crystal thing. It is a blue, like a sky blue, and it also has like a deeper blue, like a navy blue in the middle of it. But it blends well together. So on the outside, it's light, and on the inside, it's dark. It looks like a crystal. It's not just like a shard. It's actually like a big piece sticking out of the wall. There's different pieces sticking out, so it's not just like one little thing. You go up to it, and you don't really notice much magical properties about it. You put a hand on it, and you snap a little piece off. And when you look inside, the darker blue is actually like a liquid, and it starts to kind of pool out a little bit from where you broke it, and also a little bit on the piece that you pulled out. Now, when it touches your skin, it doesn't hurt, so you're not exactly sure what it would do. You go up and smell it. It doesn't really have an odor to it either. Now, all of a sudden, this fella comes along. It is
What's it do?
it brings up your AC to
Like a plus
like
one.
a +1, yeah, for a certain amount of time.
Oh, it infuses with your skin, giving it a crystal-like property and hardness.
So, Anali, when this liquid touched your hand as it fell out of the piece that you broke off, it looks like it actually absorbs into your skin. And it makes like a shine of like almost as if there was ice on your hand a little bit. And it kind of forms just right there on your skin.
That's so cool. Can I like take some of it with me?
Yeah, you can.
And while this is happening, Copperpot's just like leaning on the wall next to her, like,
with his arm up behind his head in a weird, awkward, like leaning position.
but he thinks it's like the most alluring position he could possibly muster.
Can I kick like a stone at him?
No.
Why not?
Roll a
Not to
perception to see if
hurt
you
him.
see him.
Well,
You
I don't
notice that
see him right in
you're
front of
paying
me.
really close attention to this item here. 17. She sees you. She notices you on the wall. She looks over to you and
Please don't mind me. That's a pretty crystal you found there, almost as pretty as you. And
As
he
he bats
flutters
his
his
eye.
eye.
Okay, I won't do anything. I'll just roll my eyes and look away.
You know, that's going to come in handy. It fused with her hand.
Ha.
That crystal has very nice properties where it makes, and he takes your hand and he starts like rubbing it where
Ew.
it fuses its crystal-like hardness to skin and makes it more indestructible.
Listen,
And
if you
then he's
touch
looking
me
at you
one
with
more
like
time,
big
I
puppy
will
dog
punch
eyes.
you. No.
And every time you pull away, he still like grabs
Ew,
it.
get off.
His hands are sticky too.
Ew. You smell weird. Go away.
All right, playing hard to get. I like that in a woman. He just keeps like raising his eyebrows.
He's like
as
walking backwards.
Ew.
Just like, and then trips over a rock or something.
This guy's weird.
Now, Copperpot.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I knew you meant him.
Yeah.
Weird beard.
Why would you call me up?
I was just like, we were saying Copperpot. So, weird beard.
Yes.
Let's see, what do you find?
Yes.
Yes.
I like you.
Mhm.
I like taters
fried potatoes.
with mustard.
All right. So, you find a mushroom that is emitting this like it has like a blue and red cloud around it, but it starts to turn purple, but it still seems like it's emitting a blue and red continuously, and the purple like fuses back into the mushroom and kind of cycles. And the mushroom itself has weird designs that it's like polka dotted, but lines and different. It's the mushrooms itself are not too big, but there's a lot of them in a cluster that are standing like it's kind of on the ground in a corner. And as you look at it and examine it a little bit, do you have a rapier?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you not so sure about this odor or this cloud that it's emitting, so you don't want to get too close to it. So you pull out your rapier and just kind of like poke at it. And when you poke at one of the mushrooms, a hole is made and a liquid kind of spurts out. It's a purple liquid, and it spurts out and shoots out right in front of your feet. Now it's just in a little puddle. It ended up stopping, so it was just a little bit that came out. It's a little puddle by your feet, purple, and it's thick. It looks thick to touch. It's not doing anything to the rocks. It's just a thick liquid, and it ends up staying together. It's not separating at all. So the liquid itself stays in one little location in front of you.
I want to say a special thank you to Nick G, our latest Patreon supporter. Nick G from the Dependent Independent podcast. You know Nick G, don't you? You do.
Oh, that Nick.
That Nick,
Yeah.
yes. We just had a podcast conference, Mid-Atlantic podcast conference in Swedesboro, New Jersey, and we saw each other again. And he said, "Hey, you guys Patreon? Oh, click." And he is now one of our supporters. So thanks, Nick. And we will have a link to his show in the show notes, so you can check out his podcast as well. All right. We hand
The
things
show
over.
notes has show notes.
There's a lot of notes in the show notes about the show and other things. We also were involved with Cast for Change, #cast and the number 4 change. They're also at Cast for Change with the number 4. It's just a community of podcasters that decided to reach out to the community on Twitter and Facebook to say, hey, let's do things, let's do random acts of kindness. And all you have to do is tweet about it to each of our podcasts and tag us. Anything, could be anything. Giving money to somebody or volunteering or
A gift.
anything, yeah. Anything, just a random act of kindness, paying someone's toll or buying lunch for somebody, or even giving money to cancer research, whatever. Today was the last day, so we have to pick a winner, and our winner is, drum roll, Nerdy Kev. Kevin Gallagher from the Nerdy Kev from the podcast, he's from the That's Entertainment Network, from the Everything is Awesome
It's here on your computer.
podcast.
Thing is awesome.
Yeah, so congratulations, Nerdy Kev. Thanks for joining in, and you win.
What did he do?
He won he basically just said, his tweet, he said, I gave my, I think it was his daughter or son, I don't know, half of his Twix bar. So that, and then he laughed, haha. But he said for real, he gives money to cancer research. It's like F Cancer or something is the name of the thing.
Oh yeah, I have a shirt.
That's right. Yeah. But it's actually the
It's
whole word
tasteful
cancer.
shirt.
Yeah. And anyway, so he gives to that. So
No,
he
it's
supports
got F and then
like
the
asterisks.
Asterisks.
Yeah.
the symbol. The band
that's better.
sideways.
That's better.
It's FU and then the band is sideways.
I thought legit the Twix thing was going to be his
Yeah.
act of kindness. And
Yeah.
I was just like,
That's funny.
that is kind indeed.
Yep. So anyway, just a random winner is picked, and each podcast gets a winner. And the great JB, it's at JB Nightshade. They've
God.
made. Did I show you the picture of it, Amara? Of the
yeah. Yeah,
of
that's
the dice
awesome.
bowl, right? So they've done this for free. Of course, we
I want one. Oh my goodness, it's awesome.
we can
looking.
buy one. Yeah,
What is it?
It's custom
It's
made
a
dice bowl.
and it's got dice like holders on the side of it. It's wood and it's like
Don't you have one of
engraved.
those?
But
No, I'll
yeah,
show you a
no,
picture
but
of
it's
it.
engraved dice.
It's Magic and
spots.
Steele, and it says
And
Steel
then it
Empire in it.
says-
Magic and
that's
Steel, and
cute.
then
No, it's
on
different
the
than that.
inside
I'll
of the
show you.
bowl, it says SteeleEmpire. It's
But it's by Nightside Creations, and I will have links to them as well. Their Facebook page and their store. They can make you custom made. They have a dice tower right now, and these dice of shame, the bowl of shame. Because if you have bad dice or something, you put it in the bowl or leave it to the side if they're not rolling good.
That's funny.
So that's what they called it. Anyway, yeah. So we'll put all their links in the show notes. That's where we keep those.
in the show notes.
Yay.
Show notes. Woo!
So put your hands together for Nerdy Kev. Yay, Kevin. Good job. Thanks for participating. All right. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a stealth in the meantime.
Okay.
I poke it with my finger.
Okay.
I poke it.
What could this
got
do?
An 11.
Do you want to roll a perception to see if you see him coming?
A 2 plus 6.
Okay, you don't see him coming. You.
I'm in his beard.
So
Again.
All right, how does he
so-
get in my beard without
Weird
me
I'm
noticing?
beard.
so stealthy.
Weird Beard bends
only got
down
11
and like
though.
in a little crouch. It's not that so, and then he puts his finger into the weird liquid. It's kind of like jelly, but it's not too thick. So as you poke your finger into it, something rustles in your beard.
That's a good one! I'm sorry, it's just so dang cozy in here. Do you mind? Do you rent?
No.
Well, that's a shame. And he
Can I-
just scampers out.
Oh, okay.
Now, this one is, y'all got good eyes for good nature. This one lets you see into the future. And it also makes an excellent jam on your bread. Eat it! And I'm like poking it in his face. Come on, you know you want to. Know your destiny!
So you eat it.
Yeah.
So he eats
thanks.
it a little bit.
Fun.
He eats a little bit, and
I like being
nothing
chaotic.
starts to happen right now. You're just kind of like looking around. You're like, what? Ah, this is weird.
Does it taste good?
And then the Beatles start
Yeah.
playing.
It tastes good. it's like-
maybe I should.
It's like a
some of this with
flowery,
me.
like
like a-
fruity jam.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Can I take some of the mushrooms?
yeah, sure. You start taking some of the mushrooms. It's still like nothing's happening. You're just like, oh, this is good food to like eat later, you know? Now, meanwhile, Anali and Connor, you guys are collecting some of the stuff that you have. You notice that you can't put or Connor, you notice that you can't get your hand very close, but you have either some type of like glass bowl that you use for food or whatnot. Now, Nunu,
Did anyone not hear that voice?
yeah, what
What?
do you
I
want to
don't-
find?
I'm looking around for that voice.
Unhealthy obsession.
What?
I want to go help out Nunu.
Where did it
'cause
come from?
He's my friend.
I can't believe I'm the only one that heard that.
You see that there are two entrances here,
I see two entrances here.
and as you get closer, you guys entered from the south again. Kind of, I'm
Mhm.
just thinking in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and you found Copperpot kind of just chilling on the westish side. Now the room kind of curves in a little bit, and there is an entrance up towards the north, and there's an entrance down towards the east, almost east or southeast.
So you got to
kinda
turn
like
to the
almost
right
back,
for that
yeah.
one.
But the one to the north, as you walk closer to it, you start to feel again like another like probing in your head.
Hello?
Oh, good. You found the shimmering cave of wonders.
Who is that? Where are you? Show yourself.
Oh, you hear it too?
What? Who is it?
Yeah, this is the
The one I got into
Fluttery.
here?
Shimmery, fluttery
that
thing.
brought you in here.
Where is it? Copperpot?
Well, I mean, I listen to about 20 different voices inside my head
I'm
a day.
sure. I'm sure.
But this one is the youngest I've had in my head, which makes me feel like I've regained my youth.
Okay. But where is it?
I don't know. I just figured it was an illusion of my lost and insane mind. And he just starts staring off into the distance.
Pixie.
So
Well,
Are
maybe
you?
you're both going crazy.
He's unresponsive now. Thank you.
Oh, you were so close to me. Just keep going down this way, and you'll be. Hey, no, get away!
Wait! Don't leave. Where are you going? Oh no. We have to go. Copperpot, let's go. She's in trouble.
Well, hello, madam. What's your name?
Oh, Weird Beard.
wait.
Weird Beard, follow me.
Weird Beard. You are feeling weird.
Yeah, see, he's out of it too. I'm like,
Right
Connor!
now. So it just hit you as Nunu starts
where's
to
my
come
boat?
up.
Don't
You're
touch
just
me.
like, you just go whoa. Do it. And
The future is in the past.
I start ballerina dancing.
So this room starts to disappear from like your vision, and you don't notice that you're just kind of like walking around weirdly, like kind of hopping on one leg and just trying to get your balance and keep it. But you see this big creature that looks kind of like a bear, and you notice it as a bugbear. And there are two fiery wolves next to it. And on top of like a some type of pedestal or pillar, there is a cage. It's not like a normal cage. It's a weird bubble that has this glowing creature in it. It's purple.
Why do I keep seeing purple?
And you start to see this, and then you also start to smell the jam that you ate, and you dream about your ship that you have, and you're just like you're just kind of loving the world today. The day.
Friendly mushroom. Mushy giant friend.
So this goes on for about a minute as you guys are trying to get him to. Anali, do you want to slap him?
Can
feel
I
like-
slap him and then throw him on my back?
I feel like you
Like
would
a
slap him in the
piggyback
face.
ride?
So
All right, I don't know if you could pick me up.
How big is he?
I'm
he's a dwarf. He's like
I'm like a rock.
But I'm
So-
strong. I can pick him up.
And
You're a
once
skinny elf.
I
I'm
see
not
that they're not
moving.
reacting, I'm gonna go because she sounded in distress. I'm gonna run up to the next doors and try to listen and see what's going on.
I'm taking
I'm not
advantage.
gonna try to make
yeah.
them
So
come.
roll perception.
I'm taking advantage of his inebriated state, and I'm crawling inside of his beard again. And I'm just nestling in.
Oh, Connor, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I want to slap him.
Can I still collect stuff, or did the whole room
I'm still
disappear?
collecting
Yeah.
things.
So you start collecting things. You notice that they had some other stuff too. If they didn't finish collecting it, you went over there and kind of just started collecting
Some for
some
Connor? A little more for Connor?
stuff. Maybe some for the party. No, just for
No,
Connor.
just for
One
Connor.
for the companions and two for Connor.
Now, Anali, you go up to Weird Beard as he's in just like a kind of state, and you slap him.
Hey, Weird Beard.
Who called me weird?
Stop being weird.
Stop it. Wake up.
Now, Weird Beard, you come to, and you notice that you're in that cave with everyone.
I want to go back to my dream. Who are you?
No.
Oh,
Yep.
God. He's going to develop an addiction. We're going to get real, everyone.
Oh no,
What happened?
Anali, well, you're in front of him.
You hear snoring coming from your beard.
As he looks down at his beard,
And what
looks
do you
back
do?
up, looks down at
You know
his
he's
beard.
in
And he's
there.
drooling, and he takes a part of your beard and dabs the drool off of his face.
Oh, no. You can't do that.
Can I grab him?
Yeah.
Grab him by the head and pull him out?
You grab him by the top of the head.
He's still sleeping as
He's like, so you grab him by the top of the head, but he's still in that like fetal position that in the air.
I just throw him up.
Oh,
You
there's.
just throw him.
Oh, hello, I'm flying.
I'll catch him so he doesn't hurt himself.
Okay, you catch him. Do you hold on to him, or you
I'll
just-
catch him and put him back on the ground.
Well, as soon as you catch me, that's when I wake up and say, "Oh my, I must be dreaming."
Nunu, what is your perception roll?
17.
17. So you listen into the doorways that you saw, the one towards the north and the one towards like the southeast area. The one towards the southeast area, you hear rushing water. The one towards the north, you hear far away, but you can hear what sounds like someone walking around, or maybe like shuffling and slight barks that like echo a little bit.
What?
Do you tell anyone that you hear?
Yeah, because I'm not going to run in myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whoever's first there, either you or Connor.
Not
come back
Connor.
and tell you.
No one likes Connor.
So I'm gonna run back and tell Anali that there's rushing water in the one, and there's some noise up ahead. It may be our bugbear that we're looking for with the woo woo woo.
As you say that,
with the woovy woo woo
woo woo
woo
woo
woo
woo.
woos.
Oh yeah, the
Toe told us about.
The woo woo
Toe,
woo
poor
woos.
Toe.
She
was cut down too
Weirdbeard,
young.
you remember that you saw these fiery hounds and the
Not this
bugbear.
again.
So you got to tell me.
Yeah.
Don't go that way.
I don't think we should go that way. But
Why? What did you see?
they were like hell itself.
Oh my!
And you saw the purple glow thing too.
And then there was this giant monster bear with a purple glow thing above him. I don't know where it was, but it was just, it looked like a small creature flying.
Oh, that must be the pixie. Oh dear! Oh dear!
I say we go save her.
Well, this is exciting. It's the first time a voice in my head's gonna have a face. Well, no
Shall we?
time to waste, fellers. Let's go.
Copperpot, you're in? Oh, great! The more the merrier.
Does Copperpot eat that mushroom jelly every day?
I said it makes an excellent jelly for your breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
Probably.
Now we know.
And he gathers up his things. He has like one of I forget what they're called, the stick with the little pouch on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he carries. He has like you see him put a bunch of like weird ingredients, like stuff
Knapsack.
from the cave, as well as
ties it onto the rope.
as well as other.
Into the
It looks like he
things.
puts way too much in it, but then once he ties it up to the stick,
a bag of holding,
It's just
yeah.
a small
Yeah.
thing.
We need to be stealthy. I think we need to roll for stealth.
I'm a master of stealth.
You should get in the rear.
So who has the rear and who has
Probably
the
Weird
front?
Beard.
I'll take the front.
I have the rear.
Really?
I don't know.
Weird.
Weird.
I'm better at stealth than
That's
all
true.
of you.
Yeah. You take the front.
Other than Connor, maybe. Me and Connor are about the same.
So Weirdbeard and Connor enter the north entrance, going towards the sounds.
You can make a good spot on my ship.
Good spot. Like, why did I kill
You
you?
can be a part of
and
my
leave your
crew.
blood splart on the-
I'll put you on
my
front,
ship.
and you can be our siren.
So roll your stealths, you two.
Yeah.
And
Aww.
Anali and Nunu, you can roll your stealth too, but it's not worth it.
It's not what?
18.
Huh?
14.
What did I get?
I wanted to roll it just to feel included. I rolled a 3.
20. Unnatural.
14.
Oh, 21.
Really?
I had 21.
So, okay,
stealth.
everyone did pretty good.
Except for
Yeah.
Copperpot, which is
That's why you're in the
appropriate.
rear.
So you're taking your time going through this tunnel. You see at the end, Connor and Weirdbeard, that there's a glow, but it's a fire. And you can tell that there's some type of fire light source in this room that you're about to enter. And as you get closer to it, you hear what sounds like scratching and growling and whatnot. What?
Grr.
Someone forget to feed Weirdbeard again.
So you peek your heads out just at the entrance, and you see that there are 2 fiery wolf hounds they're attached to a bugbear.
Oh, they're
That's-
attached to the
that's-
bugbear.
The bugbear's holding these chains that they're on, and the bugbear is sitting in a weird, like, wood/stone concoction
Makeshift
of
throne?
a throne. Yeah. And he has this ball in his hand as well, and he's just like throwing it up. You little thing, you amuse me.
That was not the voice I was expecting
sounds like
from
a
a
scrub.
bugbear.
No, he's a scrub.
Okay, so since I got the lowest,
I
like
don't
by
think there's
far,
I don't think there's a need for stealth.
stealth roll.
So when they come up to the entrance, they see all this. Anali and Nunu also see this, and
And
then so as he's throwing the bugbear's throwing the ball up in the air, he's just laughing. You are so fun.
Oh no, stop, that hurts!
Now everyone sees this, and Copperpot kind of like peeks out from everyone's shoulders.
oh, I don't even peek. I just run full on it.
All right.
No.
So
can I grab him by the shirt?
sure.
Am I
he's
quick-
still gonna
are
make a
you
noise.
quick enough?
Yeah. See.
Well, wait, what would I be rolling, or would she just
So
be
she's
doing?
gonna roll athletics, and you're gonna roll
Dex.
acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
It's like a grapple check.
Oh,
The
Oh.
acrobatics.
I got 18.
Yeah. Copperpot just slips right out from your hands, and
Unhand that beautiful fluttery ball. I have a flashbang and I throw it at him. And right before I
Flashbang,
do
where'd you
it,
get that?
don't worry about it. And before I throw it, I say, cover your eyes, ladies and gents.
and scene.
Oh my god.
So you guys are poking your heads out in this entranceway. I just see everyone's like, so Connor and
Like right
Weird
on top
Beard.
of each other.
Yeah,
like
right on top
Scooby-Doo.
of each other. Like Nolly's on top, Connor, and then Weird Beard, and then Nunu, kind of looking out at this entranceway. And he's doing a weird. He's got his arms up on either side and his legs spread out wide, and he's doing like a weird crab dance.
Oh my gosh, what's that game?
Ew.
King of Amalar, you know, like that one.
Reckoning?
Kingdoms of
Yeah,
Amalar.
Reckoning.
Yeah.
Those little things. They come running out with the little goblin people. You fight them a million
don't
times.
Yes, that's
But
me.
yeah.
They got the big mask, the wooden mask.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
They do that. They go, that's how they run.
That's
Totally
how
like
he's
that.
doing it, and he's making a weird noise as he threw that
How do
object.
you remember that?
Do
And
you remember those
the
little guys?
bugbear
I
and
don't
the
remember that.
hellhounds.
Like that.
The hellhounds were trying to, like, they smelled you, and they were barking and like growling because you were there. But the bugbear, which if you remember, his name is
Stupid.
Teague, has this ball of light in his hands that he's throwing and just laughing at it. I'm gonna have to remember this voice. All right,
When we come back, they're gonna have to do a con save.
all right.
Yeah, don't worry about where I get my bombs.
Okay.
Everyone likes hot dogs, but no one likes to know what they're made of.